Hello, World of Tank Blitzers. It's a Littlefinger. Happy Friday, November 27th. And yes, this is actually Black Friday, where we have a tradition here in America of people rushing out to Walmart and stampeding themselves to save $5 on some stupid toy. But yes, it'll be interesting to see if that happens this year with the pandemic or not. Um, but I do want to ask and hope that everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday. Obviously, a little bit different as our family all got onto a Zoom call to talk to each other for about an hour. Um, this video is all about the store and the deals, and there's some more deals this weekend only, but we'll get into that in a second. First, let's go through the store. Not a lot has changed here, so if you do have questions, look back 1 week from today for my review of the store, where I'll go into a little bit more detail on these tanks. Basically, we've seen these for a week now. The Lorraine 40 ton is a very fast, mobile, medium French tank with a 4-shot auto loader. Often difficult to get those 4 shells out without just getting totally destroyed. So it does take a very map aware player to play this well. You have to be able to get that shells, 4 shells, unload the clip, do your damage, and then hide or relocate or whatever. So it is a little bit of a difficult tank. The Object 252U is pretty much the complete opposite. This is a tank with so much armor. You just push right in, hiding that lower plate there, and you just watch the shells ricochet off. The T26E5 is it's an American heavy tank that I would say drives more like a medium heavium. It is quite mobile. If you can get this thing hull down, it does have a really nice strong turret. The gun is on the smaller side, doing a little bit less damage than some of the true American heavies like the T-34. But as you can see, for 5,000 gold across the board, all 9 equipment slots unlocked, plus these coupons, it is a really good price for these tier 8 tanks, because typically we see your tier 8 tanks at about 7,000. Here's another tier 8, the Chinese T-34-3. This is a medium with a really big gun. It's going to do 400, 450 damage, so it's a little bit of a unique play style. The VK-16 16801 is the tank that I purchased. It was the only tank in this collection that I didn't previously have. And, for 4,500 gold, yeah, it's unique. It's like the VK 100, but the turret is much more in the front. It does bounce shots pretty well. It is slow, does big damage, and the gun is not all that accurate. But again, you're going to have this hatch that people are going to shoot out. The ISU 122S is one of my favorite tier 7 TDs because it is very mobile. The gun reloads quickly, does decent damage, not great damage, and does seem to be fairly accurate there on the 122 millimeter gun. So again, I find this to be a nice fun tank to play. Now, the reason you might want to purchase this, especially if you're new to the game, is that the premium tanks make more money, more credits, which obviously allows you to buy more tanks in the game. And so you can spend your time making more money with premium tanks and then use it to buy tech tree tanks and advance your way up. FV201, British hull down, quick firing, low damage gun. Can be quite fun if you get this into the right positions, but this is tier 7, 2,500 gold. Type 64 Chinese light tank, super fast, no armor whatsoever. It's really just a spot, cause havoc, and try not to get shot. You're not going to be doing huge damage in this tank unless you find yourself a really good flanking position or something like that. But really fast, a fun little tank. PZ4S is another German Tier 7. It has a super accurate gun. Armor is just okay. It is slow for being a medium tank, so beware of that. Now, moving on, we've got these mystery boxes here still for 3 days, and yeah, that's why you saw the 59 patent in my garage earlier, is because I did log on to this EU account of mine just so I could show you the deals for this weekend, because I can't show you them on my main Littlefinger account. But anyway, the way these mystery boxes work is you're guaranteed to get something out of it, whether it be gold or credits or EXP. But what you really want to get out of it is a mystery certificate, and then you can open that mystery certificate for one of the 106 premium tanks that sit between 5 and 10. The problem is that you have no choice as to what that's going to be, which is why I ended up with a 59 patent on this account, which probably one of the worst premiums out there. Um, but again, this is a lot of gambling here. You may or may not, I've seen people open all of these crates and not gotten a certificate. So just buyer beware there. There's only a 5% chance of getting a certificate. The Shark is still for sale. I did do a review of this, 2 days left. 15,000 gold. Based upon the fact that you could get 3 tanks for this price, obviously it's going to be a hard sell at this point. It is a really nice tank. I like it more than the Sheriff that was for sale right here for 5,000. They're both very similar, but I like this tank a lot more. But again, this is only the second time in the store. Let it come around a few more times, and we'll see that price come down. All right, we have got the Reliable Heavies bundle still for 4 more days. This is going to be your Chrysler K, which is the better of the 2 tanks, and the IS. 2SH. Both, interestingly enough, are going to be rear-mounted turrets, and so that allows you to be a really good side scraper. The Chrysler K is so much faster. It lets you be able to bully other tanks because you have that maneuverability and that power to do so. But again, at 8,000, there's better deals out there. At 7,500, there's better deals out there. Lockbox keys, I would not be spending gold on this, guys. Make sure you log on. The NA tournament is tonight and tomorrow night, I believe. I think it's like 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States. So you can get yourselves 5 crates tonight and 7 tomorrow. So and that helps you open those boxes that they've been giving you for when you get 2 wins, 2 kills in a game. During the last few weeks. Let's see. Again, I'm not going to really touch on this stuff. I did this on a previous one. Not much to talk about there. Let's just be honest. The A32 Tier 4. Again, we get into this situation where you've got some interesting tanks that you can actually own for a while. You're going to get 14 days premium, all of these slots. You can play out these 5x boosters, and then you can turn around and sell this tank for the 1450 for the tank and 175 for the premium, the camo, and so that works out to be just a little over $400 per gold, which is not a bad deal. So you can get yourself into a tank, you can play it for a while, and then you can sell it, and you really haven't lost money, so to speak, because you'll be getting gold in return. Countless treasures here. 25,000 gold. Yeah, that's a lot of gold for $100, but it's only 250 per dollar. Yeah, you're getting 100 days of premium and 10,000 credits. I don't think this is necessarily a super huge, great deal because it's been out for sale with this avatar for more gold and with gold, the boosters. so that you play for each game. So I don't think right now that this is the greatest deal. Actually, the Exquisite Arsenal is, excuse me, a little bit better, especially when you look at it from a gold perspective, because you're 370 gold per dollar plus everything else that's getting thrown in there, including the 30 days of premium. Um, and as you can see, this one's only 300 gold per dollar on the Splendid Catch. So again, if you're looking for something to get some premium and some gold, I would say the Exquisite Arsenal is probably the one to go right now. We've got these black boxes, and this is pure gambling, in my opinion. Basically, this is a level 1 black box. Again, I did an opening of these last Friday, so if you want to see how it works, jump into that video and you'll see. So anyway, for 12 bucks, you'd be getting 9 black boxes at level 1, and you have a 20% chance of getting a level 2 black box, which increase the loot once you do open it, if you don't get another black box out of that crate. You have a 5% chance of jumping straight to level 3. I never saw that at all with any of the crates that I opened or watched on YouTube. But the gimmick, I think, with this is that obviously they want you to think that you can get all the way up to here, level 8 or level 9. Basically, you'd have to open one container and hit that 20% every single time until you got up to level 10, in which you would get the magic award of 250,000 gold. Um, I don't know. I haven't calculated the odds on that, but I'm sure it's about like 0.00001% or something. But anyway, uh, more of the mystery boxes that you can buy for cash. Again, pure gambling at that point. The E25 is actually a very good deal for this tank because, and I actually bought this. And people are gonna go, why? You already had the E25. Well, I wanted the camo for one, but what you'll see is you get 4,000 gold if you already have the tank, right? Which works out to be 400 gold per dollar. So that's actually a good price for buying gold, which is why I went ahead and did that deal there. Excuse me, or moving on to capital source. Again, really what I look at when analyzing these is the amount of gold you get per dollar. And so for this one, it's only 200, right? 2,000 divided by 5 is 400. Plus the 30 days, plus the 100 gold, what do they call it? Gold boosters, right? So you apply that during the game. If you win, you get 10 plus whatever the tier that you're playing in. So if you're tier 8, you get 18. If you lose, you get 10. So this can really work out to be a good deal on the gold. So you could go ahead and purchase that, and I think that is a good deal in buying gold right now. If you're looking for 2,000 gold plus, you have to play 100 games to play out those gold boosters. This is only 300, so we're going to skip over that. Not a lot else to talk about there. But the last thing, and hopefully you stuck with me through that re-review of the store, because not a whole lot changed, is if we go up to the news feed here, and we'll see for the Black Friday weekend, what we're seeing is you get a 4x for your first victory in a tank. If you convert gold to free EXP, it's 30 instead of 25. And you've got discounts on researchable vehicles, 50%, 30%, 20% depending upon the tier, as with the price on the premium tech tree tanks, which I'll show you in a second, and 50% on instant vehicle upgrade. Enrichment. So enrichment, guys, is if you have a tank that you really, really like to play, that is a tech tree tank, and it just doesn't make super great credits, but you love playing that tank, you can enrich it so that it does make more credits, right? And you typically do that with gold. Garage slots are going to be a little bit cheaper for the weekend. And as with training your crews, camouflage is going to be cheaper. So a good time right now if you've got some cash credit sitting in reserve to go out and buy some tanks from the tech tree. And let's go ahead and jump into the tech tree. Um, and you'll get a better deal for buying all that stuff. Unfortunately, on my account, I own all the Tech Tree tanks, so I couldn't show you this. But right here, you'll see the discounts on the Tech Tree premium tanks. And I think most importantly, guys, what I wanted to just highlight, the Ag Tiger 8.8 just got a really nice increase in damage per minute. This tank can be a bully if you get it in the right position. It's got some decent frontal armor. Really good price for a tier 8 premium, as is the Lova there. These are the two tanks out of this deal that I think you shouldn't pass up if you have the gold sitting around. The IS-6 we've seen for sale recently with a bundle, so I don't think that's necessarily such a great deal. But, you know, not a whole lot here in the American T-34 and T-26E4, which have been around for so long, a lot of you probably already have them. AT-15A did receive a nice little buff recently, but again, a difficult tank to play. And I think the only other nation that has one is the French, which has the FCM50T, which, if you guys have been paying attention and following the live streams of the tournaments, they've been giving away certificates for these, and you should have been able to get this tank for free through those crates. So with that, guys, that's going to end this very lengthy store review. Apologize for the amount of times rehashing everything from last week, but just want to make sure everyone is clear and having fun out there, and of course, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.